Hello everybody and welcome back to some more RimWorld. Alrighty, in this episode we are gonna be doing a bit more of the same, I'm afraid, but I've got some plans. Not only do we have some wood making dryads, which are going to be helping us out quite a bit. We have a fair bit of a stockpile as far as our medicine, and we're going to be putting most of it to good use because we have to take care of Blood Rot Boy over here. But if we do, apparently we get an amazing source of unlimited clean energy, and I like the sound of that. So that's what we're going to be working on. As far as our base, I want to get these 3 rooms ready to go for Laringo and 2 more just in case. Then, I did also add a new mod that basically makes our characters just a little bit extra expressive. As you can see with Sally, she's very angry. And now she's not. But yeah, that's what we're going to be working on. I am also going to expand our rice growing area a little bit, and then I think I'm going to break down some of this wall just so we have a little bit more room to work with as far as like growing all of our rice and stuff goes. Excess power, we're doing pretty good at the moment, but we could be doing better. I really would like to move this sun lamp over to the side just slightly so that we can get just absolute maximum gains from it, but we'll see how that goes. And then I do also want to plant some mushrooms over here just for that tiny bit of extra juice. Our brewery room is also very slowly making its way. And yeah, for the most part, not a whole lot of expansion is planned. We do need to do a lot of deep drilling and stuff to make sure that we have all the resources that we're going to get. But like I mentioned at the start of the previous episode, at the end of the previous episode, that at the start of this one, we're gonna see what's inside this freaking building. And ideally, it's gonna go well. So I'm gonna let Crimson heal up. And then we're going to make sure that absolutely everyone has some kind of weapon, because I want to make this happen. Actually, you know what? We're pretty much good to go right now. Alright, let's do it. Absolutely everyone, get ready to form a line. You know what? We'll do a line right there. Look at that. And then we'll have Sally come over here and mine it once we get there. Here we go. Okay. That is not what I fully expected. Go ahead and break in there, Sally. Oh no. Probably should have seen that coming. What the heck is that? A bulb freak. It isn't even on our list. Okay, good. We also have a tri-spike and a tough spike. Okie dokie. Sally, you are going to go ahead and back up. Melee, you're going to back up. Bethany, you're going to back up. Crimson, you are going to take the rear. Okay, Crimson, go for this one. Melee, go for this one. Ouch. Sally is not in a good situation. Let's go ahead and have her tent herself. Let's have her run. Okay, Melee, go for this one. Laringo, shoot at this one. Kim, keep going here. Chef, come over here. Are they shooting at us? Did I just see that correctly? I don't know where this one is going. Laringo, go ahead and run this one down. Kale, where are you at? There you are. Okay, when you're done fighting this thing, go help Sally. Okay. Tend to her right away. Yep, and you've got the good medicine too. Okay, well, we survived that absolute devastation. And seemingly that's everything, so we don't have to worry about any more enemies in here, luckily. This is now just ours. There's also a bunch of caskets, something called a biomutation pulsar, and a hermetic crate. Okie dokie. Crimson, kill this one. Technically, we could make good use of them, but I'm not in the proper situation to do that just yet. Okie dokie. Sally, you come to bed immediately. Then we're going to have absolutely everyone go ahead and do what you want to do. Go back home. Actually, I think Cypher will stick around purely because Crimson is going to go inside and see what all the hubbub is. Okay, Kale, when you're done eating, can you carry Sally to bed? No. Why? Well, you know what? I'm going to have you mend to her anyway. Okay. Tend. Alright, now that you're both doing that, Crimson, go ahead and open this. Cypher, you go ahead and just keep watch. Oh. Oh, that's real bad. Huh. So good news. We weren't ready for this. Okay. I thought the threat had passed. I was clearly mistaken. Oh my god. Okay, to be fair, well, lesson learned. Don't ever expect that it's over. Huh? A mechanoid combat cluster is landing nearby. Oh, good. Yeah, you're telling me a combat cluster. What the... A pikeman? Okay, so we got a pikeman, 3 militars, an auto-charge turret, I don't know what that means, and a mini-slugger turret, as well as an unstable power cell and a mech node. I don't know what any of that means, but I do know that it means danger. So let's rally up the forces, shall we? All right, everyone. Get yourselves in position and ready to fire because we're going to need it. If lefty, midi, and righty decide to come help, that'll be fine. So they're dormant until we get close enough to them. So what I'm going to do, and I know, Melee, you're probably getting real tired of doing this, but I'm going to have you just walk up to him. You're going to activate him, and then we're going to make do. Yeah, like right here. All right. Oh, you're so close. Let's have you move one more. Okay, now hawk to it. Run! 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 Run, Melee, run! Make a break for it! Make a break for it! I'm hit! Oh, these are turrets. Oh, epic. Oh, epic. Look at that range! Are you for real? Ooh, what is the range on you? Okay. Enemy militaries have unfortunately perished. Cypher! I don't like making you do this, buddy, but, I think you're gonna need to, take front and center and blow up that pikeman. The music is a little bit too calm for what's happening right now, but, you know, that's just me. Ouch! Cypher just takes a ton of damage. Where's my, mechy, blowy-uppy thingy? Thank you, relaxing music. You're making me feel so at ease right now, despite the situation. Who is the mechy, blowy-uppy thingy? Cypher, I could have sworn that you have a mechy, blowy-uppy thingy. Oh, duh, it's right there. Enable self-destruct. Okay, fair enough. Okay, you're gonna try and get a little bit closer. Okay, that's, nope, not an option. Okay. Hang on. Kim, you have, like, some of the longest range that we've got. Holy crap, these turrets are insane. What is that? Wow. So if we could... Huh. How are we gonna deal with this? Okay, Cypher and Kim, you two are done. Get to bed. You. Bed. You. Bed. Ugh. Okay, Kim has taken debatably one of the worst angles. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, right, I know that technically they're not aggressive until we make a move, but this, still seems kind of insane. Oh, it's moving up. Okay, let's adjust our position a little bit. Melee, we're gonna have you get nice and close. Okay, we got it. Kale, we're gonna... Actually... Kale, you know what? Go, make sure that those two don't die. Ouch. If only Sissy was a slightly better shot. Luckily, the pikeman isn't too good of a shot either. Okay, so all the mechanoids are dead. Issue with that. I kind of want that power cell. I don't think we're going to be able to keep it, though. Melee could make a mad dash and try and get a spit here. I actually think I'm going to undraft for the moment and... No! Lifty! Lifty, run! No! Lifty! Oh, no! She's like, don't worry, guys. I've got this. Dude, I cannot get over just how cool the cartel stuff looks. Like, it looks so freaking cool. And I want it. By the way, you'll be happy to know, snipers are pretty good. It took a very long time, but snipers are still pretty good. Sally, go trade. With... I just noticed her name. Oh. Go trade with Fugly. So stupid. of a name is that? Oh, look, we can trade Stardust away for $3. Well, we're not doing that. By the way, apparently Hitomi, yeah, is the niece of Sissy. Also, someone died, I guess. What a shame. What a rotten way to die. So, still working on the usual. Now that we don't have any freaking mechanoids dropping from the sky, ideally, we should be fine to just do what we're gonna do. So, the food situation is starting to look a little bit dire since we are needing to eat for so many people. So, I am working on expanding our rice as much as possible, ideally somewhat quickly. But for the moment, we do have a couple berry bushes that have sprouted up here and there, which we are going to make use of until our actual food is ready to go. And with Stardust, currently doing pretty okay. Blood rot has been tended to. It's gonna last for 13 hours, and we can tend again in 10. Currently at 14% blood rot, which isn't great. I believe we also have to keep Stardust for about 2 more weeks, so yeah, not amazing. Luckily, Kale and Sally are both very, very good medics, so even a 40% tending is still good enough to prevent it from becoming too severe to the point where we are just completely SOL. Paid toxic fallout. A cloud of toxic fallout will blanket the area for 13 days. Absolutely not. No. I don't think so. You're out of your goddamn mind is what you are. Yeehaw, boys! You want to know what I figured out how to do? I figured out how to get specific headgear up and working. So, Mr. Laringo is no longer without his trusty hat. He now has it forever, assuming that he doesn't die. You know what else I like? Sending tox packs to people that we don't like. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna load up as many tox packs as we possibly can, and then we're gonna say adios and send them wherever we feel like it, honestly. As soon as, someone decides to do that. Who's currently loading it? Because, honestly, it looks like no one at the moment. Well, while we wait for that to happen. These little wood-making dryads are actually, like, insane, by the way. Oh. Okay, Wrath has decided that we no longer need food. But the wood-making dryads are pretty crazy because they make 32 wood a pop when they decide to actually make food. Speaking of, there it is. I have not seen them make anything but 32 food at a time. So it's actually pretty insane. The wood-making dryads are really, really, really good. That being said, it is a little hit or miss when they do decide to do it, but they do it often enough that I'm honestly just pretty happy about it. It means that we actually have a steady generation of wood after all this time. And because we're making so many, after this batch of fiber corn is ready to be harvested, I actually think that we're gonna get more food production because we are still kind of low on it, even with expanding up our rice area. So, food is definitely not going well, mainly because Cypher has a huge stomach, Wrath goes on food binges, and then we have like 20 other people who also need to eat. So much so, I actually bought a couple of packaged survival meals just to give us a little bit more time. Wrath, what are you doing? You're just wandering around. Okay, well. Master Melee, would you do the honors after you're done watching TV and go load up the transport pod, if you please? Now, we can't send as many as I wanted, but we could still send a fair amount. Enough to actually give us a little bit more space. Melee, could you go ahead and transport some more, please? Okay. Wrath has collapsed due to extreme exhaustion. Okay, well, he was so hungry that he collapsed. Or rather, he spent so much energy trying to eat a lot that he collapsed. Let's do it one more time, Melee. Actually, 2 more times. I apologize. I know I'm making you do a bunch of stuff, but trust me, it's for the best. The sooner we can get this transport pod going, the sooner we can keep using up our tox pack areas. Okay. Now that it's ready to go, I'm going to show you our schedule because I did change it a little bit. I decided to give everybody a little bit more recreation time because I noticed that people were getting to where they wanted to be recreational, immediately going back to work. So I gave a little bit more time, that way people can actually enjoy themselves rather than just like, I made it to the poker table. I pick up a card and time to go back to work. So, now, I don't know where we want to send this pod yet. Honestly, I wouldn't be too opposed to just send it at the Vipers. Unfortunately, they are a little bit out of our range, despite it all. I'm kind of debating just sending it into the ocean, but it won't let me. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump it in an already toxic area. Bye-bye. Oh. Okay, people who already don't like us even less, and the pollution increased in that area. Oh well. Now, that being said, that didn't clear up nearly as much as I would have liked, which is, you know, a real big problem, because for the amount of steel that we need to actually use those transport pods, that's not nearly enough. Like, yeah, we do have some more room, like, we can have, what, 30-ish more than what we used to, but that's, still not quite good enough for little old me. So we're gonna have to figure out something else entirely. What I think I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna expand up here a little more, because I really don't want to have a tox pack issue, so I think our storage just has to be a little bit bigger. Now, over at our deep drill, as you can see, the steel production, steel business is booming. And then we can also move the deep drill over here, get all this steel. Mwah, it's gonna be beautiful. At some point, we can also go over here and get this jade. I'll save that for later. We can come over here and get this gold, which... and then there is a colossal steel pocket all the way inside the mountain. And there's another one all the way at the bottom of the mountain. So, kinda sucks that they're so far away, but what are you gonna do? We decided to live in a mountain. Now, riddle me this, Batman. I can't help but notice that there is a harvest fully grown thing right here, because I kind of just went across the whole map. I don't think we're supposed to see this, and this leads me to believe that there is a cave system right here, which, depending on how you look at it, could be a good or bad thing. I'm gonna choose to look at it as a bad thing. I do also have a couple new things up and going. We've got some parkas, some pants, Moyo parka and pants, and then we also have a bunch of toques, or as I know them, beanies, because it's cold, and I'm tired of people saying that it's cold, so we're finally just gonna get so many warm clothes that people can no longer complain, at least ideally. Also, instead of having 3 bills for each type of rock, I now just have make any stone blocks forever. So if we have any chunks, they will be turned into blocks. You'll happen to know our drug lab is also going well. Chef is cooking. And then I've also turned off the biofuel refinery because we're no longer using it for the moment. What I am trying to wait for is for a ship to pass by overhead, since we're not friendly enough with anyone to call on them. And Stardust still has a little bit of time left to go. Looking at the quest. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, also we got this quest, which I'm absolutely not doing. You want to fight a whole thing of transport potted people? No, thank you. What I'm looking for is this one. In 9 days, Stardust is going to get sent away. We're going to get that infinite power, plasteel, and advanced components, which is just going to be so freaking good. Speaking of, how you doing? You're hungry. Okay, well, Sally, can you go feed Stardust? Very important that we keep her alive. But yeah, overall, we are, business is booming. Like, I know it's something I've repeated here and there a couple times, but, like, seriously, business is booming. Something else I'm also debating is I do want to make some new mechanoids. For example, Cypher could do with a little bit of an upgrade to lefty, midi, and righty. So, for example, we could build the Scyther, because they're all, you know, bigger and presumably better. Issue, they are expensive. Also, we could make the Polychoron, but that takes a high subcore, and I don't really know how to make that. Let me see. Can I look and see? Ah, high subcore. The only way to do this without huge facilities is to rip scan a living person's brain. Oh, so that's hard to do. So we need to capture someone, stick them in a subcore scanner, take their brain. Okay. Right, so we're just turning people into mechanoids now. Okay. Sounds cool. Oh, this is so it. This is what we've been waiting for, boys. Sally has inspired trade, and an exotic goods bulk trader has just entered our comm range. Oh, you couldn't ask for something better. Okay, so here's what I want to do. Let's think about this carefully. I want everything that they have. Honestly, I want... What do they have? They don't have any steel, which I'm pretty sad about. Okay, let's assume we buy all their components. Whew, that is a lot. But we could do it. Right? Could do it. But if we do, I want to give them a little bit of tea. That won't be nearly enough. Honestly, we don't have a whole lot to give them. They can't even afford the Persona Core, even though that would be amazing value. They're also not affiliated with anyone, so we're not going to get any bonuses there. I want the Psychic Harmonizer, and ideally I want to give it to Sally eventually. We could sell this Hyperweave, but I feel like it'll be expensive. The shards, I feel like we need too much. If we had more joints ready to go, this would be so much better. Unfortunately, it seems like we're not going to get as much value as I would like. I would also like some of this Neutroamine, because I've been told that's the only way to get it is through buying it. So, very unfortunate there. There's also a bunch of gene packs that we could buy. They are expensive, though. Thrombo Horn, Psychic Lance, Marble Sculptures, Just a flat screen TV. That actually would be really interesting to put in our hospital. Dang. I don't think we can make quite as much value on this as I wanted, but still, 13 components, that's kind of hard to say no to. For the low price of 300, alright. Let's do it. Now, where did those land? Ah! In the spot where I don't want them to. Over here, constantly. What is with you guys in dropping stuff over in this hole? Frickin' Viper family again! What is that? Bro. Are you for real? Okay, I need to figure out how to turn the Viper family off, like, actually. What is this? Bro, hang on. I'm gonna look at their stuff. So they have assault rifles, flak jackets, flak pants. Oh my, and they have sashes, which means that they attack faster with ranged weapons. Oh. And we don't even have our turret fully built on the right side yet, so I was attempting to put up defenses before we got raided again, and it looks like it's just not gonna work. Yeah, I think I actually need to figure out how to turn the Viper family off. They are, way too OP. Like, at least when the mechanoids drop in, there's clearly a power core. There's a way to deactivate and, you know, deal with them. And for the usual raids, it's like, yeah, there couldn't be a lot of people. They could be quite strong, and you're expected to have some losses. However, A, this is from a mod. B, I was not expecting them to be as OP as they are. Okay, well, let's go ahead and have literally everybody draft up. And we're gonna have lefty, righty, and midi all try to come do their thing. So I do want to position somewhat tactically here. So I'll put Sally here, Melee here, Crimson right here, Bethany right here. Let's see, I want people with the longest range being off to side. So like Kim, for example, just has insane range. Cypher, with that brand new sniper, actually has some pretty crazy range himself. So I think we want to put him somewhat over by this corner. Wrath we'll have over here. Sissy we'll have right here. Okay, everybody, try to get into position before they beat you there. Although they are snakes, so, you know, gonna be a little bit brutal that way. Okay, they're already firing at us. Ouch. They're ignoring our cover pretty well. And they have acid spit. Totally forgot about that. Huh. Yeah, see what I mean about them being a little bit too strong? Not only did they completely ignore all of our sandbags, they have infinitely more range than we do. Cypher, who has a freaking sniper, I don't even think has as much range as them. Kim, what is your range? Actually, here, if we could see Cypher's range right here. Okay, so yeah, the sniper does have infinite range. So our bow doesn't even have as much range as their rifles do. Wow. That is crazy. Laringo proposed a marriage to Crimson. Well, you can't blame a guy for having tastes. Laringo, I wish you the best. You'll be fine, probably. Maybe. At least you'll get to enjoy yourself for a little bit. I mean, you know, what comes next is a question entirely different, but at least you'll enjoy yourself for a bit. I hope you've thought this choice out well, because yeah. It's been a long adventure, but it's finally time to say goodbye to Stardust. We hope you enjoyed your stay. You're extremely hungry, but we have managed to keep taking care of Stardust all the way until it was time for her to go. So, we're just gonna put you in the shuttle, and we hope you do well. You know, especially with your blood rot and Alzheimer's, which is not a fun combo, I imagine. But, see you another time. And now we have this vanometric power cell, which is supposedly unlimited power. I don't even know where I want to hook it up. I kind of just want to hook it up inside this room. And I think that's exactly what we are going to do. I am also going to link up a power conduit just because I think that's a good idea. And then Sally, you are going to work on these 2 blueprints. And there it is. We also got a bunch of plasteel and another advanced component, which we are going to rush these because I don't want them to deteriorate. Well, when they decide to move the vanometric power cell and finish building this power conduit, there we go. This ought to be a real nice time. You know, as soon as they decide that they want to do it, there it is. So it is making 1,000 watts for free. Forever. Huh. Yeah, so in a perfect world, we just have 3 of these things, and then maybe we don't have to use quite as many things around the base? I don't know, but either way, an extra free 1,000 power is just, oh, it's always going to be the play. Also, as far as our discover... Okay, that's a lot of steel. I think I will be more than willing to dig this out and get all of that. But as far as our adventures go, we're doing pretty good. We have basically mined out all the steel that we could ask for. I am going to expand our wires just a little bit. And when this is finally done, getting all of the steel, I'm going to break down this entire wire and then link it up over here and try and get all that steel for myself. As much as, you know, realistically possible, at least. As far as things that we're building, this room has become the massive cotton room. This is now our smoke leaf room. And our rice room is doing pretty well, at least for now. And I'm also going to try and get some beer going, because I want beer. We do need to make some wort, though. And this heater is going to be doing a ton of work heating up this room, because right now it is super, super cold. And apparently wort doesn't like super cold, so we're just gonna try and make do with what we can. I am also attempting to make an array helmet. I'm going to give it to Sally just because Cypher still has a ton of connection links ready to go, so he doesn't really need to expand how many mechanoids he can have just yet. And I would like to have some more mechanoids that can just help around the base. Again, in a perfect world, I don't know if we're even going to be able to make it anytime soon, but with the amount of steel that we're going to be getting, I'm pretty optimistic. That connects? Are you serious? Okay, we don't even have to expand this. All right, perfect. Yeah, I like that.
I'm starting to get real sick of you here. Freaks attacking my base.
So that being said, let's go ahead and get everybody who can fight able and willing to fight. Let's go boop, 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 boop. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Everyone, draft up.
It's time to go to war.
Now, I fully recognize that we're a little bit too clumped up, so I'm gonna try and fix that. Here they come. Let's hope our little turret is helpful, and Cypher's sniper rifle is also doing absolute wonders for us.
Get 'em, boys! Get 'em, boys! Leave none alive!
Okay. Bethany, you come get this guy. Melee, I know you don't like being on fire, but we're gonna have you move out. That's exactly why. Now you're gonna go for the Haktua. Good stuff. We're all on fire, so we need to deal with that. Okay, Sissy, come over here. Kim, let's have you just full-on retreat. Bethany, I want you to full-on retreat as well. Okay, Melee, try and rescue Bethany quickly. Okay, now everyone put out these fires. No. Put out the fires, please. As quickly as possible. Okay, we got Bethany out of the fire. Good stuff. Turret is still getting some work done. I guess this way is faster. Okay, still quite a bit of fire. Impids do tend to do that. You would have thought that all the snow would have helped, but apparently not. Okay, just a little bit more fire left to go. There we go. We're good to go. All right, everyone. Thank you for your hard work. And then Kale and Chef, you can also unrally as well. Let's go ahead and pick up all these weapons. Sorry, I had a little bit of a hiccup. Okay, allow those. Allow that. That. Good stuff. Good stuff. Not only did everyone survive, but that also went quite well. I was also told, by the way, that apparently the size and difficulty scales with our overall wealth. I don't know exactly how it works, but effectively, the more stuff we have contributes, the more silver we have contributes, and the more food we have contributes. We have a lot of those, so little bit of a problem. I did also install a mod so that we can move our anima tree. I know this isn't the best place for it, but whatever, it's within our walls. It's no longer in impid danger. So I figured that would be a good choice. Yeah, mods are a pretty cool thing. Now, as for our tox packs, there's really not a whole lot that we can do about them. We need to figure out a way to get rid of them. I am currently working on some more research for fabrication. We have finished bioregeneration, which should be helpful, but fabrication is basically going to open up everything remaining in the game. Oh, that's what we need. Waste pack atomizer. We need a nano structuring chip. I see. Which we need a bigger mechanoid for. Okay. So, basically, we're not going to be able to get that right now. But, you know what? By the end of this episode, we should be prepared enough to where we should be able to take that on, no problem. Our happy little harvest trees are still doing pretty good. Let's see. Anomaly research is going okay. We're currently working on void sculptures. Maybe I'll work on the sleep suppressor at some point. But overall, I'm pretty happy. I also added some more roofs because, as it turns out, we don't have as many roofs in key locations as I thought. So that's now no longer a problem. For example, our little mechanoids who are recharging would get snowed on, which isn't great. So I went ahead and put a roof over there. I put a roof under this walkway just so it's a little bit easier to deal with that. This beacon majiggy is defended, so we don't have to worry about that too much. Overall, we're in a pretty good spot. As soon as this deep drill is done doing its thing, we're going to move it over here and go ahead and get all of this steel ready to go and mined out and everything. I do want to put a pillar just so nothing collapses, but still, pretty good. We definitely need more turrets, though, because I don't like putting our people in extreme danger, so if we're able to just offset it completely, that'd be real nice. I also don't know if we're able to manually control the turrets, but apparently we do have to, like, restock them every so often. I don't quite know how to explain that, but basically their barrel needs to be refitted, which is, you know, it's going to be expensive in the long run, but ideally it also means that we're going to be in less danger in the long run. The episode where Shadow gets attacked. 17 shamblers, supposedly, are on the offensive, and they're coming for us. So, that's just great. Bethany doesn't have her spear anymore, so let's go ahead and fix that. Come pick this one up. In the meanwhile, Crimson, you come defend here. Okay, Mr. Cypher, you are coming right here. Sissy here. Let's see. We got a few more spots. Let's put Kim right here. Loringo, you go right here. I'm kind of hoping that that should be enough. That's a majority of us ready to go. But yeah, 17 shamblers. Wondrous. Absolutely wondrous in nature. Well, Chef has decided to pull a bit of a bad move, so we're gonna go ahead and just have you run away, probably trying to pick up that caribou.
Here they come! Raw, we see someone, we're gonna eat him raw. Zombies. Why did it have to be zombies?
You know how fun a zombie apocalypse RimWorld one would be? Oh my god, we're so doing that next. That is so the next RimWorld series is a zombie apocalypse one. Don't do it. Don't do it. Get him, Crimson. Okay. Oh my god, they're just all coming over here. Okay. Cypher, you come over here, get some cover. Sissy, you come over here, start ambushing. Oh, I really like the music to go with this as well. Crimson, you go ahead and start getting the ones towards the back.
Oh, not good! Oh, real bad! Retreat!
Oh, there goes our wall! Oh no! Oh, that's so bad! Crimson, you are on defense duty. Yeah. Probably should have seen that one coming. Okay, backup has arrived. Kim, where'd you go? There you are. Just trying to get some safer ground. Alright, I respect it. Alright, Loringo, let's have you run away from that shambler so you're okay with shooting. Okay, Cypher's in position. Alright, both of you, retreat. Oh, destroyed it before it went off. Okay, Crimson, you come hit this one. A lesson was just learned. A very important lesson was just learned. Don't have turrets directly next to walls. Dang it. Okay, so the Shambler that we captured has unfortunately died. So that sucks, but it's also not the end of the world. We do have most of our new containment units set up. I have an electric inhibitor, an electro harvester, bioferrite harvester, and a shard inhibitor. We're also putting some bioferrite tiles, because apparently that helps with containment strength. So a little bit unfortunate about that. We did manage to get a little bit out of her before she unfortunately perished. But as for what we're working on, fabrication bench is on the way. I am setting up our gene clinic room because eventually I would like to start extracting and storing a bunch of genetic templates and stuff. That way we just have that going. Farm still going pretty nice. I'm just leaving these turrets for right now. We built them. May as well keep them. I redid our cover over here. Hopefully this will do us a little bit better. And then I'm also, eventually, going to make an autocannon turret, which should do pretty well. And then I also think I'm just gonna go ahead and reinforce that just a little bit. And the final thing that I'm doing is I'm getting rid of all this because this just gets in the way so often. I also have a column getting ready to build. That way we don't have to worry about any potential collapses, ideally. But we'll see. And we'll also put a slate column over here because why not? It might help. There is a tiny chance that something falls on our people, but we should be okay. The Tox Pack situation is still not going good. Now that I'm done being so rudely interrupted by callers, we have moved our deep drill over here because I want to start getting all of this steel since it's directly in the line of fire. We can always go back to this steel if need be. And then I also made a second deep drill because we're going a little bit slow on the old mining stuff. Not to mention there is so many nodes just around the map, including uranium in our freaking in our church. Quite a bit of uranium actually, so we're probably gonna have to deal with that. But like there's gold, there's steel, jade, plasteel, more plasteel. There's a lot. There's also a crap ton of steel over this way, so I'm kind of debating expanding our tunnel and then just digging it all out that way and then maybe filling it back in. We'll see. Overall, though, pretty good. I am a little bit sad that the one creature that we decide to keep a hold of immediately died, but I guess that's what happens when you're not only stealing energy from it, but also stealing bioferrite from it, so we are going to need something a little bit stronger, I suppose. What I also want to do is eventually I just want to make, like, multiple containment rooms, like, down a hallway, maybe with that special security door. Let me see. Where is it? Okay, well, I can't find... security door. There it is. See, like this. We could go, boom, security door, right, for this room. Then we go, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, boom, security door, boom, boom, boom. And basically just have multiple rooms where we're upkeeping and harvesting from a bunch of the ghouls and stuff, and maybe that'll work out. Now, what we could do... we could summon an entity... I don't know if they show up hostile, though. If they do show up hostile, there is a chance that we kill it, but if they don't, we could potentially just summon something right now, stick it into the containment unit, and then, you know, Bob's your uncle. But, yeah, that is something to think about. Maybe we'll start trying to work with that. Ooh, we got some silver. The very bottom of the map again. Boy, everything loves to be in this mountain, doesn't it? But overall, so far so good. Kale is currently working on a bunch of wart, which I thought you're supposed to... Ruined by temperature. What do you mean? Ideal fermenting is between 7 Celsius and 32 Celsius. It's 18 Celsius! What's wrong with that? Huh? Why are these ones ruined by temperature? It's 18 Celsius. I don't get it. That's bizarre. Are they just not close enough to the heater? Do we need a second heater? Fine. We'll build a second heater when we can, and maybe we'll be able to get that done. Oh, this is gonna be tedious, isn't it? Well, regardless, I want the booze, and you're going to give it to me. Now, because we have been building so many contraptions, unfortunately, we are once again out of regular components, which is not great. I don't entirely know how to fix that. I think we kind of just have to get lucky with people flying overhead, but at some point we will, and we'll be able to continue what we're doing. By the way, I got a quest which I thought was really funny. The Arco Nexus. This is apparently a permanent one. They're looking to expand their territory, and they want ours. If we do it, they'll take it, give us a piece of an Arco Nexus map, and basically help us settle somewhere else. But they take everything on this map. So, question mark on that. It does sound cool. But for one, we need wealth of 350k and an alliance with them. And we have to give up our base. So, that's not happening for a fair while. But it is something that we theoretically could do. You know what? I think I'm gonna do it. Let's invoke some, let's see. Sissy, you got this. You need an invoker. Okay, we'll make it Sissy. Do we need a ton of people or what? Ah, there we go. Okay. So, total quality 34%. Oh boy. Well, let's try it. Behold, all that must ever be done. We summon a ghoul. Dark Psychic Shock for 2 hours. Okay, well, Sally, you go ahead and rescue Sissy. Also, we have a blight on our rice plants. Oh, wonderful. Alright. Go ahead and cut them up. That's probably from us doing the psychic ritual or whatever.
Prepare for what comes next.
Alright, well, we're gonna see if we actually need to fight it, or if we can just capture it on the go. Ideally, this is very simple. Also, mysterious cargo. He demands that you accept unspecified cargo. What? Archite capsule. These devices are capable of physical and psychic feats, which seem impossible to human scientists. It's useless by itself. It can be spent at a gene assembler to create a new archite-powered xenogerm. Huh. Okay, well, we're not able to use that just yet, but it does sound cool. I will take the orbital power beam targeter. Why not? Oh. Okay, multiple things have just happened. Number one, it's a cube. that Sally feels very drawn to. Oh, it's an entity. Oh, good. Okay, we'll bring it inside. The cloud is made of microscopic archites. The dead will rise. Burn, bury, destroy, or move corpses indoors. Okay. We can also research Pleasure Pulse. Dead life dust. Oh, is this how we make our own, zombies? Interesting. Okay. So that's good to know. When we're finally done with void sculptures, I will get started on dead life dust then. Huh. Right. Okay. Okay. Let's calm it down a little bit. Deathpaw has resurrected someone. This guy way over here. Oh, well, we can capture you. That's perfect. And we can also attune the monolith. I don't think we want to do that, at least not yet. We can barely handle regular attacks. The Deathpaw has resurrected... Oh, hey! It resurrected the girl we had captured. Now, she's still being eaten, though. Okay, we did cargo. We got a bunch of goodies. Goodness. Goodness! So much is happening back to back to back to back to back. Okay. So you're presumably hostile, yeah? Well, I would like to capture you. Yeah. Let's melee attack. Melee attack. Because you also have a blunt weapon, which ideally won't kill her. Okay, melee still has a little bit of a ways to go. Okay, work frenzy. No, the turrets! The turrets! Cease fire! Cease fire! Okay, get her, melee. Get her. Put her back in containment. Bonk. Bonk. Don't kill her. No, you killed her! Dang it. Alright. Where's the other one at? This one. Go melee. Melee. Now, is she gonna get back up again? That's an interesting thought. I think she's gonna get back up again. Huh. Well, this Deathpaw is certainly no joke.
Get him! Get him!
He has a helmet, so surely he won't die.
Dang it!
Melee, you're too good at what you do! Oh! Alright, head home. You're done. Containing these things is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Okay, we also found some silver. Pretty cool. Wall is just about reinforced. It's going to help us out a lot, and because we have multiple columns, ideally this isn't going to collapse on us. Well, good thing the Harbinger trees are pretty good at dealing with corpses. Okay, and we're also making sure that this doesn't have anything to do. Good stuff. She's back again. Okay, that's a problem. Get her, Cypher. Get her. Now run. Actually, yeah. Keep melee. Yeah. Give her the old beat down. Dang it, she's dead again. This is a problem. How can we burn a body normally? You're a dirt mole, apparently, whatever that is. How are you? Wait a minute. How are you even still coming at us. You have so much destroyed. Yeah, they're just getting back up continuously. The tree actually isn't fast enough to kill them. Boy, this death pile is no joke, huh? Okay, Loringo, you did a pretty good amount of damage. Should be dying here momentarily. Especially if you win that fight. Let's go ahead and... I'm going to have you back up. So, back up and fire. Good stuff. Ooh, shooting 13. Good, 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 good. You know what, Loringo? Go strip the armor and stuff. Make them weaker. Okay, good stuff. Oop, you're done. Go ahead, head home. We probably have to worry about our other friend getting back up momentarily. And this is a huge problem. We need an incinerator for times like these, but we don't have any components. Oh, we can't build it because we don't have components. We have no way to get rid of corpses other than the trees. Technically, we could put them indoors. Whoa. This is going to be a long and grueling adventure, isn't it? We just have to keep killing them until the tree can actually devour them. Shoulder, kidney, toe. Okay. Crimson, you have quite a bit of armor. Why don't you come over here and deal with them? Okay, we also have a niece of Sissy coming back over. Alright, Crimson, go deal with our old friend. Whew, it's so dark and depressing here, too.
Get 'em!
Okay. There you go. No head. That's what we like to see. She's not getting back up. A shame. Come on, Crimson. You got this. You got this. Not only are you armored, you've got the weapon of champions. Good stuff. I'm going to have you stick around for a moment. So, Elvira is unfortunately now super dead. She is in no way going to get back up from being beheaded. There's no way. Quite simply, I don't believe that she will get back up. It's not happening. That being said, Sally, I do want you to come over here, get some trading done. While you're doing that, let's watch Crimson, make sure she's safe. Chunks of spacecraft have impacted nearby. Okay. Cool. Okay. Now, what do you have? Do you have any steel? You have components. I will take all 6. Let's see, and we've already researched this, so you go ahead and take that book. We don't need it. And you can take our math, as well as our blood packs. Thank you! We appreciate what you have done for us. Let's go ahead and haul these urgently. Ideally, none of you guys die while you're here, because I don't know if you noticed.
The very world itself is sick.
Okay, it seems like they're not getting back up. Guarding for Huntsman. Wants you to stash a special prisoner. You only need to keep the prisoner for 7 days. Oh, 2 mech clusters of 2 times size will deploy nearby. Ooh. A legendary weapon of unknown origin. The wielder of this mighty weapon feels compelled to wear a dark trench coat and answer questions with a grunt. I see. That does sound amazing. However, and the mega screen TV. However, we're in no situation to deal with that many mechanoids, so unfortunately, I am going to have to pass. We can barely deal with regular raids. We can barely deal with zombies.
You got back up?
are you for real? She didn't have a head! How did you get back up from that? What? Infestation. Oh, good. And also a mad muffalo. Oh, wonderful. Oh, everything is going so well. They're in our storage room. Okay, everyone. It is officially time to say screw it. Everyone draft up. Lefty, Mitty, Righty, you're with us. Everyone into the storage room now. Also, Sissy's pistol. We need to pick that up at some point. Oh, this is all just going so well. And then if we kill these bugs, please tell me they're not going to be resurrected again. Luckily, these Moyo will actually protect us for the moment. Okay, the bugs are already in our storeroom. Let's hope this goes well. I am going to combat command with Sally, and then we're going to have her move to the middle so that everyone is affected. Okay, let's go for a stun on this one. Sissy, you go for a stun on this one. Okay, Kale, I want you to come down here. Chef, I want you to come after this one. Raph, you are going to need to evacuate ASAP. Oh, they're destroying our things! Okay, Laringo, you're also going to have to evac. Sally, Sissy, all of you, get out of here. You are in way too much danger right now. Okay, Melee, you need to go rescue Laringo. You're the fastest. Oh, this is so messy. Okay, everyone out. Okay. All of you. You're done. Go to bed. So, Sally, rest. Wrath, rest. Sissy, rest. Cypher, you're done. Go rest. Who else is really injured? Chef. Let's have you... Okay, you're bringing you... Okay. Okay, Bethany going for the moves. Okay, Bethany, you come destroy these, and also harvest this jelly while you're at it. Okay, Kim, you're good to go. Go to bed. Kale, you're good to go. Go to bed. Crimson, you come attack this one. Bethany, you attack this one. Okay. Oh, now both of you come destroy this one. I didn't see it originally. Okay. Now that we survived that, anything else you want to throw at us while we're here? Okay, everyone keep going to bed. We need to get medical treatment as soon as possible. Melee, you're good. Thank you. Okay, Sally, you know what? Can you... No, because you're in bed. Yeah. Kale, I know you're injured, but let's go ahead and tend to everyone before we're in super, super trouble here. We're also going to have you patrol. Okay, Kale, please get everyone going. Laringo is in seriously bad shape. Ugh. And hopefully these freaking spiders don't resurrect. Okay, Laringo's good to go. Just keep tending to everyone, Kale. Elvira is back again. She just doesn't quit. Okay, you guys keep doing your thing. The Moyos are currently keeping us defended. Hopefully these freaking spiders don't come back and immediately open fire on us again. Multiple people are still bleeding. We have a disease going on because the hospital... It did resurrect them! No! That's so bad. Oh man, that's absolutely awful. The tree just can't consume it quick enough. They're all just coming back. Even the Muffalo is being resurrected, bro. Well, I wanted a taste of a zombie apocalypse. It looks like I'm getting it earlier than expected. Oh, man. Okay. Sally can't walk. Melee, come rescue our visitor. The last thing we want is more bodies for the pall. We don't have a crematorium either, so we can't deal with this. Elvira is back again. Somehow, Elvira returned. Okay, just keep giving everyone some medical attention. We are all so freaking beat up right now. Even the guinea pigs are coming back to life. It's so dark. I can't see. There's like no one who's capable of fighting right now. Okay, you two, you're done. Thank you for your hard work. Death pall clearing. Oh. Thank goodness. God dang. When I said I wanted to do a zombie apocalypse, this isn't quite what I had in mind. This is significantly worse than what I had in mind. Oh, now we have multiple bodies to deal with. I would like to capture Elvira again, because Elvira, as we have quickly noticed, is unkillable. God dang, she's died like 6 times now, one of which was in containment. Okay, Melee is just charging right on in. Okay, Melee, we're gonna draft you up. Spit on these. Haktua. Spit on these, please. Okay, good stuff. Now, if you could, like, not kill Elvira, that would be great. I would really appreciate that. Okay. Give her 1 bonk. Don't kill her. Don't kill her. Both back off. Also, Chef, you're supposed to be in bed. Chef,
You get back to that bed now.
well, Elvira is dead once again. Okie dokie. Well, we survived our first taste of a zombie apocalypse. And we saved our buddy, who was here to trade, Olivia. Okay. Well, Olivia's almost healed up. Sally, you're... how you doing? You're doing good, except cube interest. Oh, good. Oh, good. So now you're permanently addicted to a goddamn cube! Who is under attack? No! Lifty! Melee, god dang, Melee, you move so fast. What the? We don't have anyone nearby who can really help her, can we? Run, Lifty, run! Hi. Well, we have multiple new things to worry about. One is the death pall. The other is Sally wanting the cube. And the other is that we have a massive freaking disease infection going around because of all the blood. Oh. Well, the turrets are doing a pretty good job. Take him down, boys. Yeah. All right. Now that we're no longer in danger for the moment, everyone just keep resting up. We'll probably have more to do later based on how this whole episode has gone. Good lord, the blood. While Sally interacted with the obelisk, it pulsed with energy and generated a flash of light. Sally found herself face to face with a copy of herself. The duplicate claims to be the real Sally and has joined your colony. Right. So... Oh. Interestingly, you do have a slight difference in appearance to regular Sally. It's very slight, but it's the eyebrows, and you have freckles. Huh. By the way, apparently there's a large ambrosia sprout with a bunch of ambrosia-addicted animals. So that's pretty cool. Okay. So, this Sally, I want to take a look at you. You're incapable of violence. Okay, so you are a pacifist like Sally is. And you quite literally copied all of her stats, so you are just amazing. And you have her ability to stun people. Okay, well... Huh. Welcome aboard, Sally number 2. I'm pretty... Okay. I almost want to think that this is like the strange visitors, where like she has a chance to just go wild and start like wailing on people. I don't know. Either way, I suppose I'm not too opposed to having multiple Sallys. We'll have you dressed as a worker and go ahead and get yourself dressed. Right. So, not only do we have a Sally clone, but... Okay, yeah, alright. We'll figure out a lore reason for that later. Oh, Wrath will successfully tame the next thing that we try. Well, I do like the sound of that, I must say. Now, for the moment, we are going to turn all of our gene stuff off, except for this gene bank, because we're not currently going to use it, and it's just going to be a bit of a energy sink for the moment. Now, I am trying to make a bunch of brand new clothes, just in case, especially since everyone has been getting so freaking cold. I think it's finally time that we seriously put an effort in to stop that. That being said, we do have a bunch of clothing right now, but we could use more. So we're making a backup set for absolutely everyone, including Sally Mark II, I suppose, who is leading a Muffalo, which must have self-tamed. Now, the fact that we have a Muffalo is really interesting. Really interesting. This isn't super good land for it, but hear me out. Where is the hay grass? There we go. Again, not amazing land for it, but if we can have at least something that our Muffalo can eat, that's better than nothing. Debatably, we just want to make a ton of hay so that when we do mass animals, we have something for them to actually eat. Ideally, nothing outside. Actually. Here's something really, really interesting. What if we had a growy thingy right inside, which would give us all the food that we would ever need? Now that is an interesting theory. Of course, we currently don't have the steel for it, and we're also going to need to work on the components for it, but still, it is an idea. I also don't know if the muffalo can get through the animal flap. Yeah, not sure. Either way, Kale is doing a little bit for food, so if we can keep this muffalo happy, we should have some real good stuff. We need to train it to haul. And it's already super tame. Okay. Well, other Sally, how good are you at training? Absolutely terrible. Okay, great. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll have you Warden. We'll have you do basically all the same things that Sally does. We have no reason not to for the moment. Art, we don't need that. Refining, we could do that. Huh. This is super weird. Is this Sally literally just like on our side forever or what? I almost imagine she's gonna go berserk or something. Oh. Sally is experiencing cube withdrawal. You don't both have that, do you? No! You both have the cube fascination? Oh! Wonderful. By the way, I don't know how dangerous the cube is, so I put it in its own little storage containment all the way over here, so it's right next to the shard inhibitor. I don't really know if that does anything, but you know, in a perfect world, it does. So I guess we're just gonna have to deal with the cube fascination, because I imagine the worse it gets, if we, you know, use it, the worse it'll be for us overall. That being said, we are officially maxed out on our toxic waste packs, so yeah, I don't know what to do about that other than just dump it right here. Which is exactly what I'm gonna do. Toxic. Yup, just go ahead and haul it into the corner, and we'll worry about the consequences later. We need more room. We've gone through this entire massive room of nothing but tox pack storage. Pretty crazy how that works. Crumbling mind. Sally has begun experiencing pounding headaches. She can't seem to think straight and is quickly losing her cognitive function. Something has gone wrong in the duplication process. With sufficient technology, like a healer mech serum, the condition can still be reversed. If not treated, it will soon become permanent. Okay, so other Sally is currently completely losing her mind. Well, I would love to save you, but I don't know if we can. Kale, can I... Let's see, add bill. Let's see. Remove her tongue. Yeah, that's something that we... Add bill, administer beer. Great. Okay, I don't think that there's anything that we can really do for the moment. Yeah, unfortunately, it does seem like other Sally is just going to lose it. Now, theoretically, could we turn other Sally into a ghoul? Do we even have the research for that? Hang on. How would we do that? It's gotta be one of these. Electro... No. Frenzy Inducer... Bliss Lobotomy. It must be this one. It has to be this one to make ghouls. Interesting. Do we even know what a ghoul is, actually? No, we don't. We have never encountered a ghoul. Huh. Well, that sucks. Alright, well, unfortunately, other Sally seems like she is just gonna deteriorate and die. And there's really not a whole lot that we can do about that. So, very upsetting. Oh, the Muffalo can fit in here. Okay, that's good to know. That's really, really good to know, actually. Well, sorry, other Sally. I would have kept you alive if we could, but we literally don't have what we need to do that. So out of the two clones, Crimson's clone was a Psycho, which, I mean, big difference there. And Sally's clone is rapidly deteriorating. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So we can't do the atomizers just yet because we need the tier 3 chip, which we don't have. Actually, what does it take? Requires study of power focus chip tier 2. Huh. Mech band antenna tier 2. You know what? Maybe we should start working on bigger mech techs, or mechanoids. That way we can start shredding some of this atomizers. Because what do we need? We need a tier 3? Oh. You know, tier 3 is a little bit further along than than I thought it was. Maybe not ideal. Okay, well, here's the thing, though. Yeah? We can still work on the tier 2. What did it say we needed? We needed a... band node? Ah. When activated, if you can defeat it, you can collect special technologies. So how big is it? It's not really all that big. Okay, well, let's just put it next to our comms console, and eventually we'll go do that. Okay, other Sally is still doing pretty good. So does it show... Both Sallys are experiencing cube withdrawal. Wonderful. And crumbling mind. There it is. Within a few days, they will be incapable of most work with sufficient technology. Dang. Dang. Okay. So, I asked the Discord about what I should do about this cube, because it's very quickly becoming a problem. For both Sallys, funny enough. While I haven't gotten an answer just yet, and I'm thinking that I won't get a straight answer, because you guys love doing that, and I love getting it, I think I'm just gonna let it ride out. I think we're just gonna fully ignore it. We're just not gonna pay it any attention, and we're gonna hope for the best. At least ideally. It got worse. Okay. Ooh, 79%. I sure hope that stops going up at some point, because I would really prefer... Oh. She's gonna die if she doesn't get the cube, huh? Oh, can you die from cube withdrawal? I don't even know if you can, bro. Oh. Dang it. Dang it. I guess we should... It's technically just Sally that's having the problem. Sally, go mess with the cube. Maybe we only have to mess with it every so often. Okay, well, she's got her cube. She's currently playing with it. So how you doing? Is your withdrawal going down? Not current. Oh. What? Completely gone. Wow. Playing with it once made her go from 80% to 0%. Holy. Okay. That's manageable. If a bit annoying. Okay. Well, now that you've had your fun, get away from it. Let's just haul it back to where it needs to go. Now leave it alone. Now, you are doing okay. You're still fascinated by it, but you are okay. That also gave us quite a bit of anomaly research, actually. Point 40 is, no joke. Alright, I guess we'll have to manage her addiction with that the same way as Cypher's, chemical interest. I'm not super excited about that, but it is manageable, so it could be worse. Other Sally is currently asleep in the freezer. Let's have you not do that. Let's have other Sally mess with the cube and see what happens. Let's sit you down and just have you mess with the cube, yeah? So, let's do... Because, I mean, you're gonna, unfortunately, deteriorate anyway. So, go ahead... Oh, right, it's forbidden. Interesting. So, they do actually ignore it completely. So, go ahead and study the cube. Or play with it first, that's fine. Now, see what you can figure out from this thing. It's a bit of a dangerous way... Crimson has a shooting frenzy. A really, really dangerous way to get advanced research, I suppose. But, since other Sally is able to interact with it mostly fine, I think we're gonna have her... Okay. And she's all done. So now we're going to make it so no one can play with it. You're now doing okay, other than the crumbling mine thing. Interesting. Oh. Hey! Laringo will move faster for the next 8 days, which is pretty good. By the way, we have Thrumbos. They showed up. Issue, because we don't have the skill to tame them, even though we have a guaranteed success rate on the tame, it doesn't matter. Sally, why are you... Oh, that's other Sally. Okay. I was gonna say, why are you asleep just in the middle of nowhere, but... That's because it's, yeah. Cube obsession, Sally. Her obsession with the cube has caused her to fall into a daze. She's going to build a sculpture to release the pressure growing in her mind. Huh? You're gonna build a shrine? And you're playing with it despite the fact that it's banned. Huh? Interestingly, you have to destroy the... What? Oh, it's literally just a sculpture? That's really weird. That is super bizarre. I guess we'll just install it inside the containment unit? We also found some gold. Very weird. Very strange. So, I can see that getting out of hand. Very, very quickly. Especially because both Sallys are going to be doing that. Beggars hope for alms. A group of poor travelers, they're begging for 70 herbal medicine? Right. Can I talk any of you into joining me? Because I am definitely not giving you 70 without it. They'll move on after 1 day. Oh, they were attacked by mechanoids, too. Oh, well, in that case, you were attacked by children of the gods. We would never stoop to such a low level as to repair a broken thing like you. Or something. I worry about this cube. Definitely seems like it's going to be a problem. At the same time, if they just... By they, I mean the Sallies. If they just make a sculpture every so often, that's not terrible, especially because our Sallies are not fighters. Interesting to think about it that way, but yeah, if it was on, honestly, anyone else, it would have been more of a problem. Also, other Sally is doing some research. Okay. Well, maybe that'll get it out of your system. Oh, her cognitive condition has become permanent. This person has lost most of their cognitive ability, preventing them from doing complex tasks. They are a husk of their former self. The condition is uncurable. So, you can't do pretty much most things. Right. Huh. You know, interestingly... So other Sally would become... Or rather, would be a perfect candidate for becoming a ghoul in that case, right? The fact that it is Sally is honestly kind of problematic because she can't fight. Like, if we were to take someone with a crumbled mind and just make them, like, a pure fighter, I think that would be for the best. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like she can do that. And I also... She can't deliver, she can't haul. Unfortunately, I think we're just gonna have to send this Sally out to die, which I don't like doing. But I mean, what else are we supposed to do? Okay, let's have other Sally, unfortunately, send her off into nowhere land. Goodbye, other Sally, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry indeed, but unfortunately... Well, I suppose fortunately, you won't even know that this is happening. Goodbye. Poor other Sally. Well, that didn't feel good. I should play with the cube to feel better. You know, if it's not one snake people, then it's another! These ones actually appear to have literally nothing, though. They're actually just, like, running it down at us, so... I can't say I'm extremely scared of them. However, I am still spooked. So what we're gonna do is we're getting everyone into position, and regardless of how they attack, we are going to be ready for it. Okay, Wrath, Kale. Okay, Kale, I want you over here. Okay, now we're just waiting for them to attack. They are very slowly getting closer. Summer has begun. I thought that was them attacking. Okay, here they come. They are ridiculously fast. But they are also completely unarmored. Oh, they all have the spray, though. Okay, let's try and move ourselves so we're a little bit more comfortable. Ooh, Kale is not doing good. Okay, Sally, you need to come rescue Kale as soon as possible. Your cube withdrawal is already worsened? Are you serious? How are you already moderate? You just played with it. Okay, well, they're already fleeing, so there is that. Okay, both of you back into cover. Wrath is in trouble. Crimson is also in trouble. You know what? Rescue Kale, just so she's not sitting in the poison. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Okay, no one got kidnapped, did they? I want to make sure. Okay, we're all good. Well, Acid Spit continues to be extremely dangerous for both our side and theirs. Let's attempt... Okay, you rescue... You capture, because if we can capture you, then we can make something happen. Sally, come rescue Wrath. Okay, Chef. Okay, you rescue Chef. Okay, Acid Burn is really doing a number on us currently, though. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Let's get a move on. Get a move on now. Ouch. Come on, come on. Well, we're all still burning. Everyone inside so that we can deal with you. Okay, you get in bed as well, Crimson. Kale is about to die. We really gotta get Kale and Wrath some help. Come on, come on. Speed it up, speed it up. Okay, Sally, very quickly. Tend to Kale. Like, right now. Okay, now tend to Wrath. Where... You're going outside to get that? Why? Okay, now tend to Crimson. Okay, now tend to Chef. Okay, now back to Kale. Whew. We just gotta spread around the love a little bit, because right now, nobody is doing well. So if we can just keep everyone semi-alive, that'll be for the best. Okay, now... Help... Oh... Help Crimson. Okay, good stuff. Crimson's looking better. Okay, now help Chef. Sally's got a busy day ahead of her right now. Laringo has become intrigued by the golden cube. Are you serious? Oh, good. It's gonna spread like a goddamn plague. Oh, lovely. Laringo, don't you touch that cube. Okay. Is everyone tended to? Wrath still needs a little bit of help. Okay. Sally's cube withdrawal has worsened. Wonderful. Great. Everyone is good. Good. Yup. Yup. Okay. As far as injuries go, we have recovered. Now, as far as the mental side of things, we still have a lot of room to go. Good lord, this stupid little cube, if I would have known, I wouldn't have taken it, but we're gonna have to figure out how to do it. Okay, now, Sally, if you can come tend to the snack person, because if we can convince them to join us, then that is a new viewer character, provided you can actually keep them alive. Poor Sally has so much to do right now. She's a little bit unhappy, but you know what? It's better than the alternative. Let's go ahead and let's turn that on, turn that on. And then, honestly, you're just gonna have to deal with it. Okay, you're super unhappy, but that's okay. We could barely harvest. I don't really want to do that. So how do I make it to where... Ah! I wish to recruit you, please. Our Muffalo died to the flu. Okay, wonderful. Well, I guess we won't be needing this hydroponic space in now, will we? Everything is just going wrong. A mad caribou is attacking melee. Sally is going into withdrawal over a freaking cube. Oh, you're feeding him raw meat. Ugh. Do what we gotta do, I guess. I'm so worried about what happens if we let Sally get to 100%. Oh, and freaking Laringo is having the problem too. So it's just... Fine. Sally, go play with your stupid cube. Go ahead, go play with it. Go study it. Maybe that'll make you happier. Okay, you're playing with it. Now you're studying it. Maybe you'll feel a little bit better. And then you're going to put it back in its spot. And you're not going to touch it. And Laringo, you're never going to touch it. Huh. I guess we are getting a lot of advanced knowledge out of it, though, so that's something. Golden Cube study progress. Wonderful. Sally. Haul this thing. Put it back in its corner. Okay. Nobody touch it. Sally's investigation of the Golden Cube has revealed more. It is able to psychically influence anyone who interacts with it. Those under the cube's influence will experience extreme withdrawal if they're separated from it. You don't say. Sally thinks that there may be a way to deactivate the cube, but she will need to study it further. Really? So it's only a temporary issue. Okay. Okay, we can work with this. We can work with this.
Chef, don't you leave that bed. You get back in bed now.
Now, unfortunately, Wrath is one of the people who's currently beat up, so a lot of our... No, Wrath and Kale are... Wrath and Chef are the ones who are currently beat up, which is both of our cooks. Not great. Oh my... Bro, the obelisk has gotten so out of hand. Holy, Sally, go suppress that thing as soon as possible. By the way... Sally now has significantly more bandwidth, so when we have the components, you bet your top dollar I am making as many just helpful mechanoids as physically possible, because we apparently do not have the resources to keep this thing down. This thing being our base. Alrighty, but with that... I believe that is gonna do it for this episode of
RimWorld.
So, now that we got a ton of components that immediately went to use from the bulk goods trader, I am making a tunneler for Sally. And then I want to make this pristine strider issue. It takes 220 plasteel, which we definitely do not have. And we are also making another clean sweeper and an agri hand, all of which is going to go to Sally, but the strider is going to go to Cypher, because ideally... Actually, let me show you exactly what I'm saying. Details... hang on. Strider. Can't find it anymore. Ah, there it is. Okay. So, more advanced, mechanite-grown version of the Auto Strider. The pristine Strider has a large carrying capacity, making it perfect as a partner on long caravan trips. It can also be ridden to increase travel speed. We like that. We really like that. And so, because Cypher is able and willing, he's just gonna have that when the time comes. Especially because I also have a handful of mods, or handful, a single mod, actually, that has to do with, like, exploring areas around us. So if Cypher's able to bring what is effectively a car mechanoid along with, that's gonna be so freaking useful, bro. For the carrying capacity, for basically a little bit of everything. Also, I see Chef lost her gun. But, yeah, should be, pretty good. Sorry, I have the hiccups right now. But yeah, a second clean sweeper, a third agri hand, and then a tunneler. And honestly, at that point, that should be just about everything that I think we'll ever need as far as Sally goes. She does have a bunch of extra, though. She has 2 more nodes that could potentially be filled. So what I'm thinking is maybe we'll make one of these other mechanoids, depending on how good they are. Let me see. There was one that was like, I think it's in this one. Okay, apparently I don't know exactly where it is, but effectively it was like some kind of medic. I can't find it right now, but yeah, there's like some kind of medic mechanoid, which would be really good on Sally for situations like we just encountered, where Kale is injured, who is our #1 biggest medic person, as well as our you know, rescuer and stuff like that. So if Kale's down, we're in trouble. If Sally is down as well, we have literally no one who can do medicine. So because of that, if we have a mechanoid that can potentially help out, even if she's not very good at it, it's still better than nothing. As for our little friend over here, eventually this is going to become another viewer character. But this episode is already super long. I've been recording this episode over the span of a few days, so honestly, I think that this is probably long enough. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And in the next one, we are finally going to finish up our little family. At least for the moment. And then maybe we'll even go exploring. I don't know where we're gonna go, but, you know. Oh, component mining work. Of course, it's owned by the Viper family. Of course it is. If it was owned by anyone else, except our friends, I would have gone and done that. But the Viper family is so goddamn strong, bro. It's unreal. Oh well. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.